Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Audrey Len, Serelda Chondrognosis. I am life path number 7 and an Ephraimite twin soul. This video is recorded on January 8th, 2022. Last night I watched a video on gang stalking, and after watching this video I realized how serious this issue is. I've mentioned several times different aspects of gang stalking on social media, and I've really asked these people to stop doing this and remove me from the program. I do not know who put me there, but later I realize as things are being revealed, who the people are who put me on that program and the reasons why. As things are unfolding, it shows the culprits behind this gang stalking and who really put me in that program. So the link is in the description box. You can watch the video to see really what the gang stalking is all about. There are so many people who are under attack of this program, and we really need these people to stop, because it is violation of human rights, number one. It's also violation of our privacy, because the tools and the devices and things that they are using to gang stalk us, or the activities, they are like mind reading activities through psychic attacks. They will know things about us that we haven't told anyone, for example. So I realized, and the reason why I am really forced and under the guidance of the Most High to speak up about this, is for them to realize that this thing that they are doing to us, to innocent people, and especially involving our family members, our loved ones, ganging them up against us, making them believe lies about us, manipulating their dreams with lies, hacking our dreams, because that's one of the gang stalking activities. They will hack your dreams, they manipulate your dream. If you don't know anything about gang stalking, please just listen, or you can research about it. But one of the tactics or the tools that they're using is dream manipulation, causing you to dream things that are their narrative, that will drive their narrative home to the victim. So when they lie about you to your family members, the family members think they had a dream, and this is a dream from God, for example, or from a Most High. But for us who have gone through this, we know that these are one of their tactics. And by the grace of the Most High, we can differentiate between the dreams that are coming from maybe just something out of fear, dreams of fear, dreams that are coming from them when they manipulate or want to manipulate something, or they want to drive their agenda into your subconscious mind. Or when something comes from the Most High themselves, I will know. When a message is from my ancestors, I will know, because I've already built that spiritual foundation on how to hear the voice of the Most High, how to hear or know the guidance of my ancestors, and so on. And because I said in one of the previous videos that I'm born with a call. People who are born with the call, they said they have psychic abilities. We already have those gifts. So after listening and hearing this video, I realized that these people are really serious, and they will do anything in their power to get what they think they will get. So they can only stop by divine intervention. And divine intervention is by the creators who created the heavens and the earths. By divine intervention, and only by divine revenge. It's raining now, and I love it, because it's just also a good sign. So A revelation came through this morning as I was busy in the kitchen, and the song "A Kind of Magic" by Queen, the band, the rock, is it a pop? It's a rock band, and I used to like that band back in the days. So when that song played, I said, "Oh, okay, this is nice. I haven't heard this song in a long while." So I went and I played the song. And the lyrics, I will read them later. But you know, the nefarious ones, they plan and plot and do all kinds of evil using their money or anything that their money can buy. They use the gang stalking programs and stuff, put innocent people into these programs to persecute them because they know why they are persecuting this person, making this person out to be a criminal. I do not have a criminal record. I did not kill anybody. I do not block people. I do not stand in anybody's path. I do not go after anybody's husband or boyfriend or whatever. So I know my attackers, or the ones that put me here under this program, are the people that know me from the past lifetimes and the inheritance of this lifetime and the purpose I have among mankind as one of the Nazarites or one of the ambassadors to Mother Earth or Mother Gaia in this lifetime. And even after watching that video last night, the person, she was again revealed to me, and I could see because she was dressed in red, and red says danger. So danger is right. Well, red is danger, but you want to threaten me with the red with the dress code that you are showing up in my dreams with. Well, I cannot stop speaking my truth because I have to speak my truth. And like I said, in the past lifetime, I was scapegoated because of people I loved, and I didn't speak up. I kept quiet and covered their wrongs. But in this lifetime, I said, I'm not going to cover up for anybody. I'm going to speak my truth. So, like I said, rich people or those with money, not all the rich people spend their money in evil ways or evil activities or persecuting people with their money. But these specific nefarious beings and people, they will do anything. They will buy people to do their biting, to carry out their evil plans and plots. So in this time, they have now also reached some of my family members that they are lying to, and that they are also using with other activities that they have already infiltrated with their deeds. So that they, at the end of the day, they can testify apparently against me and say, okay, she is not sane in this way, or she is crazy, to put us under, or to put innocent people under in their institutions and labs, etc., etc. But they will not succeed with me, because I am number 7 and my name is Audrey Lancerelda Komderingoses. I was not put here by anybody. I did not come here through agreement with any soul besides or except by the soul of the twins, or by the agreement of the twin souls, and by the commissioning of the Most High. Those are the only 2 things that I stand here for, and that I stand firm into, or stand by. So this song, the lyrics of the song go like this. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. A kind of magic. No way. One dream. One soul. One prize. One goal. One golden glance of what should be. It's a kind of magic. One shaft of light that shows the way. No mortal man can win this day. It's a kind of magic. The bell that rings inside your mind is challenging the doors of time. It's a kind of magic. So this specific verse is the one that I clicked to, because 4th of January, the Most High revealed the issue of time to me. So I knew, because I was busy with the mind games, the gang stalking program activities, the video yesterday. So with the mind thing, it came up. The bell that rings inside your mind. So whether it's the bell that is ringing in my mind or in other people's mind or in their minds or collective mind, it is challenging the doors of time. So those doors of time for whatever will come. Time for whatever will come. So I will also give points for the times that I believe that will come. So that was the verse that really drove me to write, to record this video. The waiting seems eternity. The day will dawn of sanity. Oh, 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 oh. Is this a kind of magic? Is this a kind of magic? There can be only one. This rage that lasts 1,000 years will soon be done. And we know with the nefarious entities and energies, they have lifetimes or lifetime periods of over 1,000 years. Mankind, flesh and blood, can only live for maybe 100, 120, 115 years or 20 years at most. But the nefarious beings, or the jinns, they call them jinns, they can live up to thousands and years. So this vengeance or curses and this rage that they have against us, against humanity, they last for years and thousands of years. But now with the lyrics here that says, this rage that lasts 1,000 years will soon be done, I knew also it is the divine timing for the righteous and for the divine feminine and divine masculine to really stand up for the truth. The bell that rings inside your mind is challenging the doors of time. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. So you can go look up the lyrics of the song and then see further what it says. Now, I said that the nefarious ones, they can buy anything and anybody. Anyone who's hungry. Anyone who's hungry and anyone who they can blackmail, anyone who they can get in their traps, they can use them against the innocent people, against the righteous seeds, and against people who are here to help humanity. So they can buy things with their money, but what can we do? What can I do if I don't have the money to buy people's favor, to stand on on my side, to agree with me? Not that I need somebody to agree with. When you tell the truth, you don't need people to agree with your truth. Truth will defend itself. So, what do I have who doesn't have money to pay people, to buy friends, to buy family members that are that can be loyal, for example? The only thing we have, those of us who don't have money, is this: our soul power. We have our soul power and our soul agreement, or our soul essence and our soul will. Soul power, soul essence, and our soul agreement, which is our soul will. Now, when we came into this earth, we have a soul agreement with the divine, or with the Most High, with our creators, and with our soul family. So when we come through, we have to come carry out that specific plan, not the plan to destroy. I don't know when I talk about plan, because plans can be negative and positive. So when I talk about plan, it's a mission or your life purpose or your soul purpose. So we are here to carry out our soul purpose here on earth. So there, with the soul purpose or soul plan, there are the ways that we should execute those specific plans, for example. And for the twin flames, for the twin souls, for the twin souls in terms of their union. They come into union to bring about a specific change here on Mother Earth, on Mother Gaia. And most of the twin soul gurus or twin soul teachers talk about the positive. Most of them are really just positive attributes why twin souls are here. To restore Mother Gaia, or our planet, to restore love and truth in on our planet and so forth. So with the execution, how it should be done, it is the first thing is a union for us to help activate one another, okay, in our union or in our meeting or connection. And with that, the Most Highs can then download information that mankind, flesh and blood, need to really survive here on Mother Gaia. How we can heal one another, how we can heal our bloodlines and our families and our soul laws, the laws of our soul and the laws of our creators and so on. So with this law, the laws, how we should execute our plan or the design of the Most Highs, or the agreements that we made with the Most Highs, come the rewards. Now, if we, according to our soul purpose or soul mission, if we come together, there is a reward. If we breach that soul contract, there are also consequences for that. Now, if we are in a position where twin souls have been separated to the point, for example, that because the union really depends on the twin souls, not on anybody else. The twin souls decide whether they want to come together or not. So when a twin soul, for example, after they know about this connection, or they know they are a twin soul, they decide they don't want to come together with the other twin soul. Nobody can force them. I cannot force them. The twin soul cannot force another twin soul to come into union with them. But the consequences of deciding or choosing a different life path or soul path from your original path or original soul journey or soul plan, the twin soul or the twin flame or the other the partner, whoever breaches the contract, must bear those consequences. So with my ability or the revelation of what I can use when it comes to things like that, before push comes to shove or shove comes to push, what is the correct expression? I declare this, that in terms of our soul agreement, if myself, my twin soul and I do not come in our union of according to our soul plan and according to our agreement with the Most Highs, if that happens, then there is a breach. And then the consequences, or whatever it is that is outlined in the divine plan of our soul, must then be put in place by the Most Highs. But it doesn't matter whether it's for me as the one who's breaching it, or for the other, whether divine feminine or divine masculine. And divine masculine and divine feminine has nothing to do with gender. So if the divine feminine breaks or breaches the contract, then she must carry the consequences of breaching that contract. So whatever benefits that were supposed to be for them in union must then be forfeited by the one who breaches the contract. And that must be in effect when the twin souls do not come in union to carry out their promise or their oath that they have made to the divine or to the Most Highs. So that also now I speak up and I declare that should be in state when the twin soul or my twin flame decides not to be in union with me. Now I take soul and spiritual stuff seriously. I don't care what humans or people say. Because a human who can't think for themselves, who can't really understand the ways and the ways of the spirit and of the soul. They do not understand that yet. So for me, it's a very important mission or important task and assignment. So if the soul purpose or soul plan or the soul contract is breached, then the consequences of that must be in place. That's now. According to these nefarious ones and gang stalking, if something happens to me before my union with my twin soul, that is what is going to be in place. And the Most High knows, the divine team knows how far we are in our union, whether the union is possible or not. Because I know there has been so many attacks and separation and interference in our twin soul and twin flame path, and that was intentionally done by the nefarious entities and people that I've called out in the other video. People that know themselves, even while I'm talking this and recording this, they know and they hear me. So yeah, so with regards to the soul contract, that's the declaration. If there's no union, according to the laws and according to the ways of the soul family who sent us here, according to the Most High who sent us here, if there's no union, then that contract is not in place for the one that is breaching it. Then they must then left on or carry on their own soul plan outside the parameters and outside the guidance and outside the protection of the divine. Because life here is not a game. We see this life as a game, but it's not a game. They lie to us. Life is not a game. This is a serious thing. The creators don't take things lightly and take things as a game. Not the creators that are the true creators of this realm or true creators of the heavens and earth and all that is living. The second declaration I want to make is this, and that's also the second thing money can't buy. Soul power, soul benefits, money cannot buy. It's only put in place by our obedience and us carrying through the divine mission or our soul purpose and life purpose. So we can only enjoy that once we are in agreement and in union with that. Outside of that, we cannot. Okay, and then the remaining, the one who did not breach must receive their benefits that are in place in terms of their willingness in the soul path or in the soul mission. The second one that I know money cannot buy are our spiritual truths. My spiritual truth is by the guidance of my ancestors, by the guidance of my soul team, because we all have a soul team. Twin souls, mostly many twin souls by now, they know who their guides are. I have my guides, and I know how they appear, what they say, and how they do things. So there's no nefarious entity or gang stalking device that can manipulate the guidance of my team, from my twin soul when it comes to me. So my spiritual truths are the ones that I can declare and decree. So the word says, whatever I shall declare and decree shall be established. So in terms of the laws that have been put in place for my soul journey and life journey here on earth or here on Mother Gaia, for changing from earth to Gaia, I will explain in another video why I don't want to use the word earth. But for now, we use Mother Nature or Mother Gaia. So my spiritual truths, I can use my spiritual truths. So the spiritual truths according to the spirit connection, because I'm connected to the creators of this earth, the spiritual creators of this earthly realm, the invisible creators of our 369 universe. So those spiritual laws are guiding me, whether those are the laws that I take from the Bible, from Quran, from Islam. Yeah, Islam and Quran are the same. From Buddha, from Buddhist, or from Baha'i, or whatever faith, because truth has been scattered all over different religions and cultures and people and continents and so on. So if you really want to find your truth that resonates with you as a soul and as a person, you must seek out all the truths. Even in Kabbalah, you need to seek out those truths. You cannot run away. You cannot let them make you believe that everything that is hidden or that is not Christian is evil. That is not the case. So my spiritual truths help me also to make a declaration that money cannot buy. My words, because life and death is in the power of my tongue. So spiritually, the Most High will make a way. In the event something happens to me, they know how they will deliver me. I do not know. I don't have the details, but I know the Most High will deliver me. But in case, if that is not part of their plan, because we cannot manipulate the Most High, we cannot manipulate the divine plan. In case, if they allow me to go through that specific program, or where the evildoers, the nefarious ones, and the gang stalkers, the owners, or the ones who put me in that program, if they, by the slightest chance, get me to where they want me to go, then the Most High know. For everything, every pain and wound or whatever they cause on my body, because my body is fearfully and wonderfully made. My body is 110 or 200% or divinely, let me not call out percentages here. My body is divinely connected to the Most High. Every facet of my body is connected to my Most High. The same way we are connected to people. Spiritually, we are connected to our creators, the invisible powers of creation, and we are also connected to the invisible powers of our soul. So those two aspects of my invisible essence, they are connected to me everywhere I go, everywhere I am. So there's no separation between my soul family, my divine soul protectors and guides, and divine soul helpers, and the invisible creators of all things. So there's no separation. So in the event, by slightest chance or by slightest luck, if they get me into those so-called institutions, for everything they do to my body, they will feel it in their bones, in their veins, in their arteries. For everything, whoever that is connected to this program that put me here, or the person that put me here. And it doesn't matter how far away they are from this person, because you remember they talked about 6 degrees of separation. And if you want to meet someone, we have about 5 or less than 6 people, that can help us get to that specific person that we want to meet, for example, right? So if that is the law that works for mankind, what about the spiritual laws, the energetic laws? And if my energy, my essence is connected to the divine soul family and to the Most High invisible forces of creation, how fast don't they detect whoever comes into my energy field, into my spiritual field, into my soul field? They know, they have taken record of everybody, big and small, it doesn't matter who they are, who have come into contact with me through this gang stalking program and through persecution. Now that's what I'm declaring, because my body is wholly devoted and connected to my sovereign powers. So whatever they do to my body, they will feel it. The pain they cause, they will feel it. Each one of them, down to their children. That's what I proclaim and declare. Because those ones who have children don't even think about their children, the harm and the the harm and the consequences that they are putting on their children and their children's children and their bloodlines. And that's the reason why twin souls are here, to correct the wrongs of our forefathers, our ancestors, the wrongs that they have done. Because those wrongs are still affecting us up to now. So what is so bad about twin souls correcting that, and you want to come between the twin souls or separate the twin souls with different things that you are organizing against them, trapping them and separating them in different ways? So this will be, if that happens, when you touch my body, touch my body, and you will get the same punishment that you try to inflict on me. It doesn't matter where and who you are, because I'm eternally connected to you and to your body. Because the Divine Most Highs make sure that our energetic fields cannot be severed, because you have tried to sever, and you have tried to cut the twin soul connection between me and my twin flame, and you failed, because you can't undo what the divine creators or the Most High creators have created. You can't undo the waters or the ocean and take it from one spot and put it in another spot, for example. You can't undo, especially when it comes to soul. You can't undo things. So all of you who are connected to me, especially in a nefarious way, know that if I go into whatever facility they are apparently taking, I'm saying apparently because that's according to the video, what their aim is. If they take us there and I'm one of those people they ever take, no, it doesn't matter. The Most Highs, I declare and I ask, that's my earnest prayer and request, that they will not spare anybody of those nefarious beings and offsprings that have come after me. They did not just separate, or they are not trying just to separate the twin souls. They are also coming to hurt us physically. So if anything happens to me, this is my declaration. You will feel everyone that is connected to you, who knows about your plans and plots, and who knows about your nefarious deeds and evil ways against me, will suffer the same and maybe even worse. In the event, I pass on, because death is something, it's just an illusion. I know death is just something that I know I'm more stronger in death than anything else. We are, not just me, we all are more stronger in death, because we transmute and transcend this body, and we are more aware of everything. And that's also why you can't manipulate ancestors. You can't manipulate somebody who's in a soul realm or in the invisible form. You can't manipulate them. Okay, so you can't undo what the creators have created. We know that people change genders when it comes to their private parts and stuff. But you can't decide, all right, I don't want my legs where they are. Let me put my legs on where the arms are, and the arms where the legs are. You can't change that. The perfect design of that, you can't change that. How much more for the soul? How much more for what the creators have connected, what the creators have put in place or put together? And that's where the word also comes, because most of us believe that the marriage contract mostly is just the paper that the governments or the system is using to oppress people more, and also to steal for others to steal more from men, or men from women, etc. Because under law, if they're under law, they must pay up certain monies when they divorce, etc. Or they only benefit certain things when they are married, and so on. So marriage is not really something that, especially when you are spiritual, something that you subscribe to. And twin souls are the same. We don't have to get married. We only need to be in union physically. You don't have to get married as a twin flame, because marriage is an earthly thing. That's what Jesus also talked about when he said there is no marriage in heaven. So it's not really the heaven he talked about, in higher mind, in the divine mind, there is no marriage. Marriage is just a paper people are using to extort and to steal from others. So, yeah, so we are connected, enemies, adversaries, and persecutors. On energetic level, on spiritual and soul, we are connected. And you will get exactly the punishment if you inflict any harm or pain on any one of the twin flames or the divine feminine and masculine, wherever they are. You will suffer the consequences for that. And that's my declaration. So I'm just declaring because it's my power. It's my words that I'm using. Because my words are my currency. My words are my trade at the moment. The rich ones, you trade with your money. You buy and sell with your money. Spiritual people, pastors and stuff like that, whether they are fake pastors or not, or true pastors, they also use their word, and they use the word of God, for example, when it comes to Bible, or word of Muhammad in Quran and so on. So for us, for me, as a spiritual counterpart of the twin soul essence, I have the power in my words, spiritual laws. That's the power and the authority that I have from the Most Highs. So my body, fearfully and wonderfully made. Our bodies, all of us, not just mine, but all of us. Bodies are fearfully and wonderfully made. And luckily, at the moment, so far, there is no human, nobody parading as a human being on this earth who has who has one of their legs in their forehead. So, wherever any pain is inflicted in our bodies, in the innocent people's bodies, that's the place you all will feel it, and it doesn't matter. And that it will also come at the time that you will not be able to help one another. You will not be able to help one another when it comes to that. So get that and know that this is my declaration. So with regards to time, let me read to you the quick notes that I made on that day, 4th of January, when the Most Highs gave me the essence of the importance of time. And also this year, I believe the most important things that we need to pay attention to are intuition, our words, how we use them, whether we use them for good or for evil. And I know the words that I'm using now that looks or sound like curses or sound negative. No, those are my weapons. Because if you send somebody to hurt someone, I cannot stand by and say, I love you to that person that you are sending my way, who doesn't know me from nowhere. I cannot talk nice to them. I have to take up the weapons that work best for me. And my weapons are my spiritual weapons. My weapons are words. Those are my swords that I can use against the nefarious beings. And I have the authority to do that. Any spiritual person, any spiritually mature person have those weapons to use it, especially against evil entities and nefarious beings and so on. So I'm not cursing. If you are not doing anything wrong, you shouldn't be offended. You shouldn't feel bad. The only place or only time that you can feel offended is if you have done something wrong. And if you repent, if you know that you have repented, then you shouldn't feel bad also. But the Most Highs will be the judge of that. So I declare that I will not be one of those people. And even any one of us that have been put in that program will go there by the power and the intervention of the Most Highs, because the Most Highs will this time intervene in such way, because they are saying age of Aquarius is a new age. We are doing new things. The Most Highs are doing a new thing. Bible also talks about they are doing a new thing. So do you not see that I'm doing a new thing? Perceive you not that I'm making a way in the wilderness? So that's the word in the scripture in the Bible. So about time, the only caution that I want to give people is this: be careful not to spend time on things, people, or places that are not for your highest good, or for your soul and life path or mission. We are running and living on time, or we are saving time here on Mother Gaia. We all have allocated time here by years that we live. Some live 12 weeks, for example, 12 days, 12 years, 40 years, and so on. So that's time that you are serving here on earth. Now, imagine if you are spending your time on wrong things. You are spending your time in the wrong path. You are spending your time with the wrong people. You are spending your time on the wrong purpose. Then you will run out of time, because you don't know how expensive that specific path or places or people are that you're spending your time with. Because everyone has a mission and everyone has time. So are you serving your time? Are you spending your time well? Are you spending your time according to the divine mission of your soul and of your life? Just think about it, because we cannot get time back. We will never. We can buy everything else, but we cannot buy time. People say they can manipulate time, right? Slow it down and make it faster. It is possible, but it is only an attribute that has been conferred or given to the Most Highs and the divine powers who are in charge. In the age of Pisces, they were manipulating time, and that happened, but it is not going to happen and work anymore in the age of Aquarius. People, when I talk about age of Aquarius, I'm talking about we are changing things. The energies, the planets, everything is here to change things. Uranus don't play, whether you call it your Uranus or whatever. It is a planet, and it deals with revolution. It deals with change. So we are here to change things for mankind, for the better. So time, you don't have the luxury of time to spend on wrong things and with wrong people, or on the wrong path, soul path. Okay, those nefarious ones, maybe that's their path. Satan, for example. You can't change him or it. You can't change its energy, because it is here to do what it is doing, to steal and destroy. So it is running in its purpose. It is spending its time in its purpose. But what about you, who is flesh and blood, who has come here with a soul agreement from above or from the Most Highs? So, and every time, every day brings us closer to our end. Whether it's the end that is been cut short because of our ignorance, or whether it's the end because our timetable of our life purpose ended. It's only the Most High who will tell, or only the soul who will tell once it is on the other side, whether they've really spent their time correctly or not, or in the right path or not. But especially for people like us who know why we are here. For example, I'm a twin flame. I know why I'm here. I'm here to heal, to restore, to tell people the truth. And most of the truths that I'm telling, that I'm sharing, or other twin souls are sharing through their professions or platforms they have, are truths that nobody knows about or has heard of before. We haven't read books about certain truths. Those are things that are just coming naturally, because we are walking in our truth, or we are living our truth, and we are telling, and we are standing in our truths. So know that you will never buy the time back. In the age of Aquarius, you save your time, and then you face the divine or the Most Highs according to the laws of the age of Aquarius, and according to the mission of our souls and of our lives. So spend your time wisely. Don't run out of your time while doing things that aren't part of your book of life. Okay? Because your book of life is within you. It's not in anybody else, somebody else outside of you. Whether that person is your child or not, every one of us are here living our purpose or our soul purpose. Loved ones that come into our lives, our children that we bring into our life, those are just people that are going to help us or are helping us to perfect our skills or our soul journey. But also people who are coming in for us to help them on their path. We are not here to derail one another from one another's soul paths or life's journeys. So don't worry about people. The other important thing that I wrote down here, point is, don't worry about people spending their time on you. I'm not really that much worried about people spending their time on me. Those who are monitoring or spending their times on my path, because this is a very expensive and less traveled road or mission, being a twin soul or twin flame, or being a Nazareth, or being a chosen one. Some people call them chosen ones. It's a less traveled path. Only few people are called on this path. Now, if you are, for example, I'm not saying that you have less value. No. Between a cup, for example, a mug and a fork, I cannot say the fork has less value than the mug or the cup, because each one of them have their value and their uses. So now I'm saying, if you, for example, have been created and sent to earth for a specific purpose, and you are not running in your soul path or your life path, and you overstep into my path that is one of the less traveled roads or paths, the twin soul path, you are spending more of your time on this road because it was not meant for you. It is very expensive. That's why only few make it on a specific twin soul journey or on a specific called or chosen path, because only a few have conquered their mistakes, overcome their mistakes in the past. Only a few have come into this lifetime on this path. So you, who is supposed to spend your life now lovingly teaching people, sharing your truth in a peaceful way, you step over into my arena, into my life path, then you are spending your dollars faster, your time faster than you would have if you were on your rightful, if you were in your rightful path. So those are some of the truths that are being revealed to anyone, because I'm gifted with teaching. I cannot be eloquent with regards to using the language, or whether it's the English language or my own mother tongue, for example, or my mother tongue in this lifetime. I'm probably not the most fluent or the fluent one in this lifetime, but I have the ability, and that's one thing nobody can take away from me. I have the ability to dissect truths. I can get a revelation and put that in specific different places and know how to apply that. I know how to apply truths and stuff, and I can make analogies using specific things, and it comes with ease, and that's my gift. It's something that I'm very proud of and very thankful for. So don't worry if people spend their time, because they are going to outlive them. My mission is going to outlive them. They will spend their time and waste their time on my mission or on my path. Time is a gift from our creators. We have timekeepers, the divine righteous timekeepers here on Mother Gaia, who are keeping the time, and that time lock is in you. It's divinely kept, and it is also inside you. So that divine clock is connected to the Most Highs, who know when you must go out of this space and dimension. So if you go out of this space and dimension before your time, they also know what happened, what caused it. So all those things are recorded, people. This life, like I said in one of the videos, this is not a tricky dimension. Everything is in our face. All the truths are there. We just need to look for the truth and make sense out of our reality using those truths or facts that are in our faces. Okay? We can't buy time in and out of this dimension or our plane as we did in the past, or as the people, the ones who knew how to buy time, how to slow time, how to slow down time, how to make time faster, etc. They cannot do that anymore. Their time is up. And I think that's the reason why this time thing is now coming in twice this year already. On the 4th of January, with regards to how we spend our time, and then today with Queen's song, a kind of magic with the lyrics that say that it's opening a doors of time. In the mind, the bell in the mind is opening the doors of time. So time is of essence right now, people. So we need to really see how we can course correct and get into what we are supposed to do as individuals who came in this arena or in this dimension and space, with the help of our creators and with the help of our soul team. Okay? Because Age of Aquarius is a different vibe. In the same way, the nefarious ones are required, for example, before they do something, or when they do something, they have to bring it into the open. So they will, whether it's a ritual they do, or whether it's something, whatever, they have to let the people know. Although this gang stalking program was a little still hidden and it is undercover, it is still, aspects of it is being revealed to different people, and there will be more things will be revealed, because they think they can do things in the dark and no one will know about it. The masses will start finding out about different things, that's for sure. So in the Age of Aquarius, like the same way they are required to let us know, or let the masses know, whether the masses want to open their eyes and ears to it and listen and counteract it or not. They make their things known, and they will use music, videos, movies, books, different media and means, everything that is accessible to the masses. It's only the masses that need to pay attention. And because of some of the tools that they're using, mass control, masses control, mind control, mind invasion, and technologies and stuff that they're using, I know because of that it is difficult for all people to wake up to that. It's difficult for most people to wake up to that because of that, or to see the truth through their movies or videos or books and so forth. So guys, truth is coming out in the Age of Aquarius. This is our age, and I'm one of the forerunners of the Age of Aquarius. And know this also, I was mentioning this, the 14th February, my essence is love. I'm a lover. That's one thing I am. But also I'm a just being. I'm a righteous being. I am a righteous person. So I uphold both love and righteousness and justice. I cannot favor anybody. I cannot even favor myself, because then I am cheating myself, and I'm also just sabotaging things for myself that we're supposed to, in terms of the highest good of Mother Earth and mankind. I'm sabotaging them. If I do things that I'm supposed to do for the highest good of Mother Gaia and for mankind, and I'm doing it for my own advantage only, then I am sabotaging the grand plan or the great plan of the creators. I cannot do that. So I have both justice and love in my hands. I love everybody without any bias. But I will also use judgment, or prayers of judgment, or declarations of judgment and justice upon everyone, whether you are close family or not, whether you are my daughter or my son or not. It doesn't matter, because each of us came in here for a specific mission. Even a 12-day-old baby girl, my baby girl, she came in with that mission only to come and tell me back after 9 years, to tell me, you are here to help humanity. That was her only purpose. That was her only message. So in 12 days, a soul came in for 12 days only and went out again just to bring that message. And that was enough. She accomplished, she fulfilled what that soul was here for. So that's the same thing. We cannot hold on to people, even if they are our children. Each one of us have our life to live, our lives to live, and then afterwards we will have to give account to the greater ones, the ones that have created all things and everything, and who know everything. So please, people, do not be deceived. Do not be deceived. Those gang stalker people, the perps, they call them the perps. Don't be deceived. Those who are being paid money to try to bail out on family members, don't be deceived, because the system is crumbling. It's crumbling. It is being brought down. Like, we are taking over with the age of Aquarius information, the truths that are coming out, people that have been activated into their truths and into their life paths and into their soul paths. So there is no hiding things anymore. That's what I mean with the change, and we are taking over. The truth is taking over. The soul is getting out of slumber and stepping into its soul power and truth and so forth. So please, people, don't be deceived. Don't be an easy target because you don't have money and you want to testify, or you want to be used against your loved one. And my loved ones, they know, even if they are against, even if they are being bribed or believing the lies of the nefarious ones through different means that they are using, they know they have my forgiveness. Anytime they say, I'm sorry, I ask for forgiveness, I'm a lover, I forgive. Because if I don't forgive, then all the wrongs that I've done in this lifetime, small wrongs or whatever wrongs I've done, I will also not get the forgiveness for. Then I'll have to come back and relive those, or go through a different experience to go and relive those specific mistakes that I've done now. I cannot afford that. And I am one of those people that cannot just come here and waste my time like that. We cannot do that, people. So don't be deceived. My family members that are out there trying to betray me, don't be deceived, because I know these nefarious people. I know who they are. So they only pay you with money, but they don't have any love for you in their hearts. They can they will kill you in a bit. In a bit of a moment, they will kill you. So do not fall for their lies because of money. We have ways that we can fight and that we can restore ourselves and restore our wealth that the Most High can help us with, if they see these people are serious and they really want our help. And they are here to help us. So don't be deceived by these people with money, the nefarious ones, the evil ones that are running these programs and that are doing masses control, mind control, societal control, and all those things. Because they are coming down. And like I said, my 3 points, my body, declaration on the body, whatever I feel, you will feel, because you are linked to me energetically on soul level. Everything that is linked to me now, in terms of harm's way, they are linked to me and they will suffer the same consequences. And the ones that are not linked, that are linked to me in a good way, they will also get the benefits of what I am made of the benefits that I am, in the goodness that I am, in the favor that I have, or that I carry, or that the Most Highs have bestowed upon me. They will get those benefits also. So it's both negative and positive. So know that. What else did I wanted to say here? In terms of time, the important message that the Most Highs also want me to bring is this. It is time. Enough is enough. For this is the age of Aquarius, and the Most Highs, and also said in a kind of magic song, the rage of 1,000 years okay, will be done soon, or it's going to be over soon. And just the beauty of the revelation of things, that how they linked or how they work together. 4th of January, the revelation about time, and this in the song today, the time thing, that the thousands of years of rage and anger and of persecution of the enemy, of our adversaries and our adversaries, it is coming to an end. And the fact that they brought that song to me today, it means it is at hand. So no weapon formed against me, against the innocent, against the chosen ones, against the Ephraimite twin souls, or against the bloodlines of the Christ, against the descendants of the Moors, or against the stars of David. No weapon formed against the family of man that are really trying their best to help humanity and trying their best to walk in their path, soul path of goodness, of kindness, of helping each other. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Okay, we, the Most Highs, are here to help us and support us in our soul mission and life path journey. So time has run out already for the nefarious one. Satan knows it. They know it. That's why they see how many people they can get on their side. And you, who don't know who you are dealing with, you just because of money, you are going onto the side of on the wrong side. You can still come back. You still have time. Hopefully, you still have time. Then the other thing is, time that permits, it is now time for the Most Highs to avenge, to revenge and judge the nefarious ones, or the enemies and adversaries of the ones that they are manipulating, the ones that they are, the innocent ones, the ones that they are persecuting. They are going to revenge, they're going to judge and revenge them. It is time. So the first thing, the time, enough is enough. Second, it is now time that the Most Highs will step in to revenge, to avenge for their loved ones, or avenge for the ones that they have sent to Mother Gaia, and to judge the nefarious ones, the enemies, the adversaries, and the persecutors. And it's also time for the deliverance of those who have been oppressed, who have been abused, and also deliverance from the lies, from manipulation, and so forth. So it's time for great deliverance now. It's also time for restoration. Okay, restoration of things that have been stolen from us, or restoration of our plane, our dimension and space, restoration of families of men, restoration of truth, restoration on different levels. And it's also time for healing. Then it's also time to rebuild. Rebuilding Mother Gaia, our earth, our plane, rebuild it to the state or the condition it is, or it was meant to be. So that's the reason why the age of Aquarius is also coming out with energies of truth, supporting truth, things being brought into light that have been done in darkness, and so forth. Now, I mean with light and darkness, not in terms of good and evil, because both darkness and light are pure and perfect when they were created and intended. The nefarious ones will always take this, what is of the Most Highs, what was meant for good, and they turned it into something that is bad. So darkness it is not evil at all. Darkness is a pure energy or matter of creation, the purest form of creation or essence of creation. So darkness is not like the Bible talks about those who are in darkness must come in light. No. Darkness and both light and darkness work together the same way, day and night, or the night sky of the night and the daylight of the day makes out a day. So they work together. All right. So it's also time to restore things and people to their rightful positions, because there are people that are in positions that they are not supposed to be. To restore places, dimensions, and times. So I believe, people, it's time, because I felt today, before I was recording this, before I started recording this, I felt the heaviness of the energies as I mentioned in the beginning. And it's like the same way I felt when you were a Christian, and when Christians talks about the spirit, they feel the spirit on them. That was the same feeling that I had when I got this message about time, and especially about the kind of magic song and the revelation of the lyrics, or the words that are in the lyrics. They just work together with, or they are in alignment with the time. The Most High's times are now here. And there's nothing the evildoers or the nefarious ones can do to stop that. And no weapon formed against us shall prosper. And remember, my declarations both for the soul and both for my enemies and adversaries in terms of my body and both for my spiritual laws, it is now in effect from the moment that I've spoken them, and it will be so. So thank you for listening. The next video I will be recording is on Michael Jackson's album cover. Because it was something that I wanted to do today, but then this thing came up, and I knew it was just time, because a time thing was already given to me, and I didn't do it. So it was just the Most High telling me, hey, you need to finish this thing on time, teach about time, and tell the people to course correct, to make right, to correct their wrongs and stuff like that. So like I said, my twin flame, my twin soul, I'm here for my twin journey, for my soul journey. That's my first priority. And I have all the love and support for my twin soul. But there is also, there are laws in place. And there are, in terms of the agreement, in terms of union, and in terms of the breaching of the contract, and in terms of, as it is with any other agreement, human beings, mankind, if you who are so limited in your knowledge of everything, if you have perfect ways of making things run, or running things here on Mother Gaia, running your businesses, running your companies, running your family lives, if you have laws and rules in place, how much more for the creators, the all-knowing, the omnipresent, the omnipotent, the omniscient ones? How much more for the all-powerful ones? How much more for the ones who have created us, who have created the ear, the eyes, the legs, everything that we have? We are underestimating and really not putting respect on the creators, really. And that's for anybody. If I was a creator, I would have been angry as well. Okay, so get your houses in order. And stop buying people over with your money. My family, I love you. And I know those who are really in the right path, those who know the truth, and those who want to be in the truth, they can wake up from their slumber and really pray. All you need to do is pray. For those people who don't who don't want to be in the spirit, in a different spiritual path than the Christianity, use the Bible, pray, use the words of the Bible. They can also help you, because I don't want everybody. It's not meant for everybody to be an omnitheist. Somebody who uses truths from different cultures and religions, etc., because I'm one of them. I can see truth in different textbooks or books or movies and whatever is available here. By the gift that the Most Highs have given me, I can spot those truths and stuff like. And there are many of us who can do that here. So people, if you think you can't fight these nefarious beings, just pray. Use the Bible. Pray Psalm 91. Pray the Psalm of your years, of your days, Psalms of your personal year. Proclaim those verses and pray them day in and out. Even if you have to use, I know about our Christ. Okay, use whatever means works for you by your faith that will help you to get out of the grasp of these evil doers and nefarious beings and people here on our plane, in our plane. So thank you for listening, and have a great weekend or week if you listen to it during the week.